Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas. Oh my goodness. I was ready to come to the Fuqua Elementary School, and I found out that it was closed and you guys were studying at home. And what a disappointment for Santa. And I know it's a disappointment for you, because we've always came to see you at school. So, Mrs. Claus and I decided that we'd try to do something a little different to let you know we were thinking of you. And we decided that Santa would read you a book. It was the night before Christmas. Have you heard of that book? I'm sure you have. It's an old book, but it still carries the same message today. So here I go. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their bed, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap, when out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday of the objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment that it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled, and he shouted, and he called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricanes fly, when they met with an obstacle mount to the sky. Up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed on fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkle, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, and his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump and a right jelly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head, he soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger beside of his nose, and give a nod Up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team give a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him explain, as he drove out of sight, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Ho, 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 ho. Well, kids, it's not the same as getting to seeing you in person, but this is the next best thing. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas. I want you to go to bed early on Christmas Eve. And you can tell your folks that it's okay for you to sleep till 10 o'clock on Christmas morning. And hopefully Santa and Mrs. Claus will see you next year. Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas.